All right, guys, welcome back. Coach Mike here for MASH Performance. So what we're going to talk about today is upward rotation. So we're getting a little bit more specific to overhead athletes. So volleyball, killing a ball, spiking a ball, swimmers, reaching through, baseball, softball, things like that, right? What you need to be able to do with your shoulder blade is your shoulder blade is attached to your ribs via some muscles through the front. It needs to upwardly rotate, or it needs to kind of spread outwards and go up in order to achieve a full shoulder flexion. If not, you'll see compensations through your low back, you'll see some tightness through the front of the shoulder, et cetera, et cetera. Trying to avoid that, so we need to involve our core, we need to get the muscles surrounding the shoulder blade involved. So one of my favorite exercises, or one of our favorite exercises here at MASH, TRX band, what we're gonna do is put our elbows in here, kind of like a plank, okay? And you can go a little more advanced with the hands here, but for starters, let's go elbows. To make this harder, walk it down, a little more horizontal to make it easier. For now, for demo purposes, I'll be a little more vertical. But elbows, and then what we're gonna do is called external rotation. So we're gonna push our elbows in closer, and then we're gonna protract, pushing our shoulder blades forward. Okay, so they're kind of sucked to the ribs, they're locked in, and then what we're gonna do from there is we're gonna tighten up our butt cheeks, our glutes, and then slight crunch, kind of just tightening up our abs as if somebody was gonna punch you in the belly. And then we're gonna reach out and up slightly, to a point where you feel comfortable, you feel a little bit of a stretch through here maybe. Okay, this is called your serratus anterior. It's the muscles that look like fingers. If you've ever seen a bodybuilder with a side pose, or Coach Jake, yeah, he's got those muscles on the side here that look like fingertips. That's what we want to work, okay? So what that does is it sucks the shoulder blades onto the rib cage, okay? So tighten your cheeks, externally rotate, protract, tighten up your belly, but don't hold your breath, you want to be breathing. And we're gonna reach out to a point where you can maintain control and then come back in, okay? If you're going out here and you dump into internal rotation, or you see your shoulders do this, that's where you want to stop. Or, even better, if you get to here and you start doing that, oh, I can't even talk that way. Okay, your back folds over, you're gonna get a lot of pinching pain in your low back. That's where people complain about planks hurt my back, etc. So we want to keep our butt and our abs synced in. Okay, if that's too easy, make it a little tougher by walking back farther. Okay, pardon my out of breath here. Tighten your butt, tighten your belly, externally rotate, protract away, reach, feel those shoulder blades upwardly rotate or move on the ribs, come back under control, okay? So why this is important, so if you're an overhead athlete, like we said, if you can't get to full shoulder flexion, maintaining external rotation, right? If you get up to here and you have to flare your elbow out, that puts you at risk for an impingement on the top. Internal rotation overhead is an open shoulder position. This is not as stable. Okay, if you're a pitcher, if you're a volleyball girl going up, trying to kill a ball, swimmer reaching over like we were saying, you need to be able to reach external rotation, shoulder flexion via upward rotation, not low back, okay? Now if we want to get real fancy with it, to involve the core a little bit more, because if your core is not stable while you're doing this, it's gonna be really hard to get a quality shoulder blade motion out of it. We can get real fancy, okay? All the same things apply, but now we're gonna be really horizontal. We're gonna crunch in, kind of like we're doing a leopard or a bear crawl. Kick out, tighten up the butt, and then reach. And then come back in, reset. Breathing through your nose, ideally. Exhaling out. And then back in, okay? Very unstable. I wouldn't recommend this right away for somebody who is a little bit more intermediate or beginner, a little bit more advanced, but start with that one. See how you feel. Remember, you're not supposed to feel it in the front. This isn't a meathead workout. This is for serratus anterior, upward rotation, quality shoulder motion, so we can maintain core stability, shoulder stability overhead in external rotation, healthy shoulders long term. MASH Performance, Coach Mike. See you next time.